T.I. and Tiny, whose real names are Clifford Harris Jr. and Tamika Cottle Harris respectively, have been a couple for more than 20 years. T.I. was originally known as Tip, but changed his moniker to honor Q-Tip, a highly regarded rapper. Meanwhile, Tiny gained her nickname due to her size, but became well known for being a member of the 1990s R&B group Escape. Tiny has enjoyed a successful career, co-writing the hit song No Scrubs by TLC. T.I. started his music career in 1996 and sold mixtapes with fellow rapper Big Country out of their car's trunk. When the two met in T.I.'s hometown, Tiny was already an accomplished artist with 3 platinum albums as part of Escape. Since then, their relationship has had its ups and downs, but they've achieved a lot together, although not without issues. In retrospect, some moments in their relationship are considered unforgettable. Let's take a look. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more celebrity gossip and stories. T.I. and Tiny's paths first crossed in 1999 when T.I.'s music career was taking off. Coincidentally, Escape was collaborating with T.I.'s label, Grand Hustle Records. Initially, Tiny paid no attention to T.I. when they met in the studio. However, after some persistence and a date, he managed to win her over and their love story began. They were clearly smitten with each other, just like young lovebirds. In 2001, T.I. reportedly signed a record deal with Arista, and during this time, he made a clever comment to further impress Tiny. While working on his trap music album, T.I. joked in an interview with Global Grind that although Tiny had initially ignored him, the album would grab her attention. In 2004, T.I. and Tiny had their first child together, Clifford King Harris III, after dating for a few years. However, T.I. faced legal trouble years later for attempting to purchase an unregistered machine gun from his then bodyguard, who was a federal informant. As a result, T.I. served a 7-month sentence. Despite this, Tiny visited him in prison, but unfortunately she lost their baby while she was pregnant. The couple welcomed their second child, Major Falant Harris, in May of the following year, with T.I. honoring his friend Falant Johnson, who had died of gun violence. It seems as though T.I. had good intentions behind this gesture. Still, T.I. was once again sentenced to nearly a year and a half on federal weapons charges in March 2009 and served around 7 months in prison before being moved to a halfway house on December 22, 2009. He was eventually released from custody in March of the following year. In July 2010, T.I. and Tiny finally tied the knot, fulfilling their lifelong dream of strengthening their family bond. Their memorable wedding ceremony in Miami was even graced by a horse-drawn Cinderella carriage, marking what most believe to be a new beginning for the couple. However, their happiness was short-lived, as T.I. was sent back to jail not long after for illegal possession of ecstasy, violating the terms of his probation in September 2010. Although the drug charges were dropped, T.I. was still found guilty of violating his parole. However, Tiny remained loyal and supportive throughout this difficult time. After serving his 11-month sentence, the entrepreneur launched a reality TV show on VH1 called T.I. and Tiny: The Family Hustle. Despite its success in the mainstream media, the show's premise of showcasing their lives also meant that their private issues were made public. Rumors started spreading about Tiny having an affair with renowned boxer Floyd Mayweather, which caused tensions to rise. The situation escalated when Mayweather's statements at a press conference were misinterpreted, where he sounded like he said, "What about his?" This subsequently led to a physical altercation between him and T.I. outside a Fatburger in Las Vegas, where the undefeated light middleweight boxer could be heard yelling, "Control your mother." Nevertheless, the couple maintained that no one had been unfaithful, and they remained committed to each other. Did T.I. really think he was going to lay hands on a trained fighter anyway? Further to this, Floyd later took to his Instagram to bring clarity to his comments during the aforementioned press conference. At the press conference, I said, he thinks I was his. I did not say I was his. I've never been with Tiny sexually. I respect her situation, and I think she's a good person. I would never disrespect a marriage. #mayhem on September 13th. Shameless plug. The two seem to be back on track when they welcomed their daughter, heiress Diana Harris, in March 2016. However, their relationship was far from perfect. In April 2017, Tiny filed for divorce amid rumors of T.I. cheating with an Instagram model named Bernice Burgos. Well, they were more than rumors, as footage caught the two backstage getting cozy. T.I. responded by filing his own countersuit and outlining his own terms for the divorce, which included joint legal custody and shared parenting time for their 3 children. During this period, Tiny and Bernice Burgos had a very public back and forth too, yet an insider has claimed that Bernice does not date married men. When she was with T.I., she fully believed he was separated from Tiny and in the process of a divorce. She has plenty of men chasing her. She doesn't need a man that's married. Despite this rocky period, the couple ultimately reconciled, and the divorce was never finalized. During a Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, the hip-hop couple opened up about the reasons why they decided to mend their relationship. Part of the reason was Tiny's realization that T.I. had been unfaithful because he felt a loss of control and did not know how to cope with her increasing independence while he was incarcerated. As Tiny explained, he felt like, "This is not the woman I left. This is not the woman I wanted. If I tell her this, she's gonna listen and she's gonna do it the way I want her to do it." He went and found somebody where he could be like, "Hey, don't move, do that," and I was not her. It's clear the gloves were still off for Bernice and Tiny. In the end, T.I.P. and Tiny concluded that they could not discard their shared past and all that they have built together. As the Whatever You Like rapper explained, it's very rare where you are able to be married to the best friend you have and the best sex you've ever had. You just don't toss that away. Although the two reconciled, there was still drama looming ahead. Trigger warning. In 2021, there were rumors circulating that T.I. and Tiny were involved in the sexual abuse of multiple women. Sabrina Peterson, a former associate of the couple, made allegations of abuse and human trafficking by posting statements from numerous women on her social media account. In one account, it was claimed that Tiny took a woman, who remains anonymous, to a hotel room where Tiny allegedly offered her a drink that was likely drugged. The woman further claimed that T.I. proceeded to touch her genitals with his toes without her consent. The Los Angeles Police Department received a police report from the woman in April 2021 regarding the matter, but the case was not considered by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office due to the expiration of the 10-year statute of limitations. The New York Times further reported in May that a case filed against T.I. and Tiny by a person who alleged sexual assault and drugging in 2010 had been closed by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department due to the expiration of the statute of limitations. Although the couple denied these claims through their spokesperson, they later chose to suspend their show Friends and Family Hustle in response to the allegations, with the intention of focusing on their family. Attorney Tyrone A. Blackburn, who was representing 11 individuals making sexual assault allegations against T.I. and Tiny, including Sabrina Peterson and an individual referred to as Jane Doe, stated that 6 additional individuals had approached him with similar allegations against the couple. In response to Blackburn's assertions, T.I. and Tiny's lawyer, Steve Sadow, made a damning statement saying, "Respectfully, when Blackburn exposes his would-be accusers to the light of day by revealing their names, I will have a real comment. Hiding their identities makes it impossible for me to do so." In May of the same year, T.I. seemed to allude to the accusations made against him and Tiny in his song What's It Come To? The music video for the track was released the following month, which portrayed him and Tiny as central figures in a vast plot to bring them down. For many fans, it was hard to believe that these allegations were untrue, as a few years prior, the rapper faced backlash on social media after making comments about his 18-year-old daughter's virginity. He later appeared on Jada Pinkett's show Red Table Talk to clarify his remarks. However, some fans remained unforgiving and criticized his wife, Tiny, for not speaking out. T.I. and Tiny's relationship has been heavily scrutinized for years, with some fans finding their attitudes towards relationships and children unappealing. With T.I.'s comments and Tiny's silence, fans question what their family and relationship represent. And that's a wrap on drama that has embroiled Tiny and T.I.'s relationship. Despite their ups and downs, the couple has managed to stay together for over 20 years, starting a family and building successful careers. From how they met to cheating allegations and divorce rumors, we've covered it all. While their relationship may not have been perfect, it's clear that they've had an unforgettable journey together. Let us know what you think about their journey in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more celebrity gossip and stories.